Welcome to this one-day match between England and India at Manchester. So the outcome is that India won the toss and they've elected to field. We'll have to wait to see if that was the right decision. We have a lovely day here today, hot and sunny, just a few clouds dotted around, and it's a beautiful blue sky. Jim Maxwell is with me in the commentary box for this game. You had a look at the pitch a little earlier, Jim. What do you reckon?
Good morning, Richie. If I was a seam bowler, I'd be raring to go, having looked at this pitch. The ball will move around a lot, and the bounce won't be consistent either. Keep the ball in the right place, and the wickets will tumble. It's unlikely that many runs will be scored, so every one of them will be vital. Well, that's the state of the pitch. Back to you, Richie.
A big audience is waiting to welcome these two sides onto the field. So let's take a look at the teams. Here's the lineup for England. Trescothick, Solanke, Vaughan, McGrath, Flintoff, Clark, Reed, Giles, Kirtle, Johnson and Anderson. And here's the lineup for India. Tendulkar, Sehwag, Ganguly, Dravid, Kaif, Yuvraj Singh, Mongia, Harbhajan Singh, Khan, Balaji and Behra. England are about to start their innings. It's straight at Ganguly. Khan to bowl to Trescothick. That was a no ball by Khan.
That's frustrating for the bowler. He might just be trying too hard.
It's straight to a fielder. Trescothick facing.
Yeah.
Comfortably held by Balaji.
We're looking for that early wicket, and they weren't disappointed.
Khan gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Trescothick. That's a duck for Trescothick.
That's an extremely long walk when you've been dismissed for a duck.
Vaughan is the new batsman for England. Vaughan waiting at the striker's end. Khan to Vaughan. There should be some runs here. That's a good shot. He's put that straight down the ground.
The bowler put that right in his favourite area.
Vaughan waiting at the striker's end. That's well bowled by Khan to Vaughan. Ganguly is in pursuit. He just runs that down to third man. Fielded on the boundary by Ganguly. 2 runs to Vaughan, and the end of the over.
The openers will be looking to take advantage of the fielding restrictions early on.
Solanki is now facing. Stopped by Ganguly. Solanki facing. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
You can't get away with any width in one-day cricket because the umpire will call you for a wide.
There's just one there. Balaji to bowl to Vaughan. That's been given as a wide.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful not to drift down the leg side.
Vaughan facing. Stroke through the covers. Fine piece of fielding. One more to Vaughan. That'll certainly beat the fielder into the fence. And hooked that before with no trouble at all.
What a good hook shot. Got on top of it, kept it down, and beat the fielder too.
Balaji to Solanki. Hit straight to a fielder. 6 runs came from that over for England. Vaughan facing. Khan is after it. That's 2 more runs on the board. Lehrer, the ball to Vaughan. Stopped by Cafe. Vaughan facing. Lehrer to Vaughan. Here is not going to reach that. Super shot by Vaughan.
What an exciting square cut. He hit it really hard and the ball just crashed into the cover boundary.
Vaughan waiting at the striker's end. There's the umpire signal, no ball.
You can't afford to bowl two. Oh dear, that's a poor piece of fielding. He seemed to take his eye off the ball.
It's straight at Cafe. Lehrer, the ball to Vaughan. It's straight at Mongia. And the end of the over.
The key will be to try to bat out the innings while progressively lifting the current run rate.
Balaji at the start of his run-up. Over the rope, 6 runs off Balaji. Balaji won't like that at all.
Extra cover is his strongest area. He scores a lot of runs there.
Solanki waiting at the striker's end.
Run. The bowler doesn't look too happy about that one. Misfields are infuriating for a bowler.
A single to Solanki. England are 1 for 29. Four byes to be added to the total.
You can't afford to give the batting team gifts like that. 4 byes don't look good on the scorecard.
Balaji continues. That's been given as a wide. Vaughan facing. Stopped by Cafe. Balaji to bowl to Vaughan. The batsman will have to run these. That was athletic fielding by Harbhajan Singh. An easy single there to Vaughan. 12 runs came from that over by Balaji. There's a change in the bowling with the off-spin of Harbhajan Singh. Vaughan to face an over of spin. Vaughan is now on strike. Vaughan facing. Harbhajan Singh to Vaughan. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. It's over the infield and racing away for four. Vaughan very quickly onto that one.
What a good placement. No one at home. Over the top of ball.
Vaughan waiting at the striker's end. He's got it into the gap. 4 more to Vaughan. Picked up very early by Vaughan.
Magnificent shot. On drive is one of the hardest shots to play, and he's one of the great exponents of it.
Harbhajan Singh to bowl to Vaughan. Flicked off his legs. Just 1 run. 5 overs are left in the innings.
Some good attacking batting here by England.
India are about to make a change in the bowling. India have changed their field. Vaughan is now on strike. Fielded by the man at long on. Another single to Vaughan. He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs. The 50 is up for England.
His cover driving is a joy to watch at times.
England will be pleased with the start of the innings. Oh, what a catch.
Well taken. He never looked like dropping.
Yuvraj Singh gets his first wicket. We can have a look at that again. So then, that's the end of Solanke. The next batsman in is the right-handed McGrath. Yuvraj Singh to bowl to McGrath. Mongia is in pursuit. Yeah. Just one run.
Yeah.
One run to Vaughan. That over cost 6 runs.
England are showing off some delightful stroke play today, and the run rate is ticking along well.
Vaughan to face an over of spin. That's superb bowling from Harbhajan Singh.
That could prove very costly later in the match.
It's straight at Balaji. Harbhajan Singh to Vaughan.
Yeah.
Another run to Vaughan. Harbhajan Singh continues.
Run.
Mongia out at long on. An easy single there to McGrath. Harbhajan Singh continues. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Vaughan waiting at the striker's end.
Run.
Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. Great shot by Vaughan.
He plays that shot really well, and it brings in lots of runs.
3 overs are left for England.
This quick run rate will ensure they set the opposition a big target, as long as this can last the innings.
Kaif to McGrath. McGrath is now facing. McGrath facing. Kaif to bowl to McGrath. McGrath facing. That's been given as a wide.
Are bowling too many wides out there. They need to keep it tight.
Keith has got him.
He didn't even get near that delivery. It totally beat him.
Keith gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for McGrath. McGrath scored 2 runs from 8 balls.
Well, it seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
Flintoff is the new batsman for England. Came down the pitch and smacked it for 4.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Keith to Flintoff. Tendulkar is after it, driven through the offside. There's just one there. 2 runs came from that over. Flintoff to face an over. Of spin. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Selwyn. Flintoff absolutely smashed that for 6.
The fielder just watched it, going, going.
Flintoff facing. Mongia is chasing that one. One more to Flintoff. Sehwag to Vaughan. Vaughan waiting at the striker's end. Clean bowled.
He got everything wrong there and played all around a straight delivery.
Sehwag gets his first wicket. This was how the wicket fell. England are 4 down now for 72.
That's a shame. I was enjoying watching him bat, but I imagine his captain will be even more disappointed.
Clark is the next man in. Sehwag to Clark. Mongia is after that one.
Yeah.
Stopped by Mongia. Just 1 run. 8 runs came from that over by Sehwag. Keith to bowl the last of his allotted overs. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
He's consistently bowling wide and really needs to sort out his line.
That's been given as a wide.
He's consistently bowling wide and really needs to sort out his line.
Keith to bowl to Clark. He's got that one over the infield and away for four. Super shot by Clark.
He picked it up nicely and it's got him full.
Clark waiting at the striker's end. Clark very quickly onto that one.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
Keith to continue with his off-spin. That's a big hit, it'll go all the way. Clark moves into double figures with those runs.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
Keith continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off it. He really struck that well.
He smashed that a long way. Great to watch for the neutral, but the bowler won't be too happy.
Keith with the final ball of his spell. Comfortably taken, no worries.
That was a bad shot. He really seemed to lose concentration.
Keith gets his second wicket. This was how the innings ended for Clark. So then, that's the end of Clark.
He'll be kicking himself about that dismissal. He really didn't play that ball very well.
The next man in is Reed. The innings has ended with the score at 95. India require 96 to win. Kirtley to Tendulkar. That, and it looks like 4 runs. That was a really confident shot.
What a clever piece of batting. He picked a safe area and just lifted it over the infield.
Tendulkar facing. Kirtley, the ball to Tendulkar. Played into the gap. A single to Tendulkar. Anderson is in pursuit. Sehwag facing. That's been given as a wide. Curtly to bowl to Sehwag.
The umpires are pretty strict on wide deliveries in one-day cricket, so you need to keep the ball pretty straight.
It's straight to a fielder. An easy single there to Sehwag. And the end of the over. The required run rate is around 9.5 and over. That's racing away to the square leg boundary. He hooked that for four with no trouble at all.
What a good hook shot. Got on top of it, kept it down and beat the fielder too.
Sehwag waiting at the striker's end. Well, that'll beat the fielder. He found the gap with precision.
Poor bowler. His captain won't be too happy with him after that delivery.
Anderson to Sehwag. Really struck that well. Sehwag facing. Safely taken by Johnson.
An early wicket like that can be crucial. Now we'll see how the batting team responds.
Anderson gets his first wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Sehwag is making his way back to the pavilion. Ganguly waiting at the striker's end. Clark is not going to reach that. Anderson is not impressed.
Cracking shot. He's in great form.
.73 runs required. Confident appeal, and the umpire's given it.
That was a good decision by the umpire under a lot of pressure.
Anderson gets his second wicket. This was the end of the innings for Ganguly. India 2 down now for 23.
Well, it seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
Curtly to begin a new over. That's straight up in the air. Flintoff is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
It took an age to come down. The batsman really skied that one.
Curtly gets his first wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. Tendulkar scored 5 runs from 5 balls.
He wasn't there for very long, as his score shows.
Kaif is the new batsman for India. Curtly at the start of his run-up. There it goes. It was really well judged. It went a long way up.
Straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking this.
Curtly gets his second wicket. This was the end of the innings for Kaif. Kaif is out for a duck.
Well, he certainly wasn't out in the middle for very long.
Curtly on a hat-trick. Johnson is after it. Oh, that must be close. Umpire signalling for the third umpire for this one. He's got the green light. He's safe. Kirtley continues. Kirtley to Yuvraj Singh. Johnson is after that one. Johnson out there in the deep. A couple there to Yuvraj Singh. India require 71 to win. Well played, but the fielder will cut that one off. Just one run and the end of the over. The required run rate is around 10 and over. Stopped by Clark. Foolish running. That's simply throwing wickets away.
India can't afford that kind of thing. That's throwing wickets away.
We can have a look at that again. That's a duck for Dravid.
Well, it wasn't the longest innings ever, and certainly not the highest score in the world.
Mongia is the next batsman in. So they need 70 to win from 41 balls. Anderson to bowl to Yuvraj Singh. Anderson continues. Anderson had the batsman in trouble with that one. There it goes. A superb catch from Charles.
That went up miles. It had snow on it by the time it came down.
Anderson gets his third wicket. This was how the innings ended for Yuvraj Singh. So then, that's the end of Yuvraj Singh.
Well, he didn't get many out there.
It's straight at Clark. The required run rate is around 11 and a half and over.
That's a good, tight over. Make the batsman work hard for his runs.
That's good bowling. Johnson has got him.
He totally deceived him with that delivery, and it beat him all ends up.
Johnson gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for Mongia. India are 7 down now for 26.
Now that the tail is exposed, they need to keep it tight in the field and not give away any bonus runs.
There it goes. Vaughan is chasing that one. Vaughan couldn't quite reach it. Vaughan out at long off. An easy single there to Khan. can't afford to bowl out in there.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Johnson to bowl to Harbhajan Singh. It's straight to a fielder. Johnson to Harbhajan Singh. Five overs are left for India. The required run rate is around 13 and over. That might be out. It is.
Superb fielding. He only had a small target to aim at, but took aim and hit perfectly.
This was how the wicket fell. India are 8 down now for 31. Excellent bowling by Flintoff. Harbhajan Singh facing. Flintoff to Harbhajan Singh. Flintoff to Harbhajan Singh. And that's out. Caught by Christopher.
Very safely taken. Soft hands, that's what's important.
Flintoff gets his first wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. India 9 down now for 31.
That's a long walk back when you haven't scored many runs.
Flintoff gave little away during that over. The required run rate is around over 15 and over. Clark is in pursuit, pushed through the covers. A single to Balaji. Johnson is not impressed.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
Mehra waiting at the striker's end. Reed after that one. Mehra just guides the ball down to third man. There's just one there. Johnson to bowl to Balaji. It's straight at Trescothick. Johnson with the final ball of his spell. Six runs came from that over by Johnson. The required run rate is around over 15 and over. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Flintoff to bowl to Mehra. Giles is in pursuit. Just one run.
Yes.
One run to Alaji.
Yeah.
Another run to Lera. Flintoff continues. It's high in the air. Kriskovic is chasing that one, but it'll drop safely. It's straight to a fielder. One run to Alaji. 4 runs were picked up from that over by Alaji. The required run rate is around over 15 and over. Kriskovic is after it. Lovely late cut. There's just one there. Oh, that's close. He's out.
A tough decision by the umpire, but he seemed soft.
England have won. Well, to sum up then, England win by 52.